Bill O'Reilly.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Now, let's see if we can actually run this thing without the sound. I don't know if they're gonna. You know what? Maybe we shouldn't try to risk it. I don't know. This stuff just is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy.
I agree.
All right. So this will actually save. So it's good.
Cool.
All right. Did the thing go? There it goes. Yeah. It went live. So awesome. Okay, great. And I'll so yeah, you just start talking about this.
Oh, okay.
I will
I
do
didn't know if
some
you wanted to.
stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm saying as I'm just psyched for what they have planned for season two. I mean, like we saw Vander's body becoming Warwick, at the end credits, which was really cool. Um, you see the council's about to get blown up. So my question is, who's going to survive the explosion? And that's what
Yeah,
makes me
I
really
know.
curious.
I'm curious about that as well. It's just Jinx is just nuts. I'm gonna do it anyways. Okay,
And she's finishing the mission, man. I mean,
she
that's
is.
watching.
She is not gonna hold back for sure.
Well, she just killed the second father that loved her. And like her losing Silco was just a shame. And like I feel bad that she went through what she went through. She fucked up twice now. She's fucked up killing one parent trying to help, and then a second parent not meaning to, and just not
Mhm.
realizing what she's never going to have again.
Yeah, good point.
And her and Vi are probably, it's I wonder what's going to put them on opposite sides, like firmly, where like she's going to be actually fighting Jinx, because she never fought Jinx at all in this show. And I
Hmm.
mean, at some point, it's going to happen.
Yeah, and she's torn for sure. She's always definitely torn about what about her sister, and I can understand that.
Oh, of
But
course.
the sacrifice and like characters die. This isn't what nonsense about like Star Wars. Characters are actually going to die.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Oh,
and
absolutely. We
for
saw Maiden
some
death.
reason we lost. Did I close something? Let me try that again.
Womp,
Okay.
womp, womp.
We did that did something close? Let's see. No, we're still live. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay. All right. Let's get that shared again. We lost our screen. There we go. Okay.
There
Awesome.
we go. Yay.
Now we're back.
And like what makes me curious too is like with the war, will it be the Undercity versus the Top City again, or
Mhm.
because that's what it's building up to? But I feel like the war is going to get greater than that, because if you remember the High Council, I can't remember her name, but the one with the gold and hair with Chase,
Mhm.
her grandmother came here to recruit people because they're losing a war. So I wonder if
Right.
that war is going to start spilling out in this direction as well. Like what I wonder what the how big the war is going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I have this feeling the council's going to die.
Oh,
And
absolutely. At
it
least some
just
of them.
Jesus, yes.
What I thought
Yeah.
was, oh, go ahead.
I just one thing I liked a lot about the show was how Powder was this annoying kid I thought, and then she turned into Jinx. And I was like, Jinx is nuts. But Jinx is interesting too, about how she feels about Silco, how she feels about her own sister.
Yeah, and like what they did, because she has schizophrenia. That's what she has. And one thing that
Definitely.
they did really well is like when Silva was speaking to Vander's statue, he was basically stating that what doing than a daughter. And her her schizophrenia made her hear something different, and that's why she's hide so up. She thought he's gonna
Right.
give her up.
Right. Yeah, this kind of show is something that if you don't like the beginning, like I wasn't sure about the first few episodes, and then it just started taking off for me. Everybody had their own agenda. All these characters are interesting. These characters got together. Some of them had relationships with each other, but some of them wanted to cure their diseases, and they thought that this goo um, was going to do it. And you're like, yeah, I could totally feel like they did, because you're dying of some horrible disease, and you're like, there's got to be a cure somewhere that I can find. I can't even remember the character who felt that way. It's been a little while since I watched the Arcane, but do you remember the character's name?
Um, the one with the like the mad scientist one.
Yes, that would, yeah.
I should know it. It's you actually play him in the game too. Nope,
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what his name is. But he's the one that's making Vander into to his I'm forgetting names right now, and I don't know why, but he's making Vander into that big wolf character. Why am I forgetting his name? Warwick, not Warwick. I think it's Warwick. I think I'm wrong. But Warwick. What is wrong with me? Warwick, like we know
Is it
that
Warwick? Okay.
he's
Mm-hmm.
turning Vander. He took Vander's deformed body and is turning it into Warwick. That's pretty much confirmed, especially when we see it at
Yeah.
the end. And that's probably what, funny enough, I realized when Jinx is on that table and she's being, she's getting the chemicals put in here, she probably saw a half deformed Vander body, like halfway formed into Warwick up in the ceiling, because she was staring in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably saw that, and that's why we saw her cry as well, maybe.
Right. I agree.
And one thing I really thought was cool is um Jinx's shark rocket launcher.
Mm-hmm.
With the arcane in it, it created that rocket. Like when she fired it, like all that magic was just creating this rocket, and you saw as it shot, it was evolving the fucking rocket. Like things were spinning and it was growing and expanding. That is why I think it's incredible.
Yeah. Thanks, Pacific. I appreciate it, man. That's nice of you, dude.
Oh,
Yep.
thank you so much. We appreciate that.
Yep. Pacific's another stream you should check out. He's part of also the Star Trek group on another stream. We
Oh,
have
awesome.
we have quite a group going. So yeah,
Many groups.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I'll say that I think it's probably, I know they already have lines recorded for season 2, that I'm hoping it's going to be released, and it's probably going to be released next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can really think about with all of our talks with Arcane. I mean, it's going to be crazy. I wonder how intense it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely a show I'm looking forward to Netflix. I'm still finding some stuff on Netflix to watch. So
Oh yeah, sometimes it's hard.
yeah, it can be. It really can be with these streaming services. Just
There's just so much.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes there's certain things. So I also heard, I think my brother was telling me that all the Netflix, the Marvel shows are going away in a month or so, and I was like, what? That's
Yeah, I don't know why. It's probably
that's
because it,
terrible.
um, I guess maybe it just depends on character rights and contracts. Because we know for a fact that
Yeah.
Charlie Cox and the actor Kingpin it's the same characters from those shows now in the MCU.
Mm,
Kingpin's lost his whole empire and he's trying to rebuild it after the blip, and then a blip comes back. And then we
right.
know that the Punisher is coming in too, so they're probably having contract issues legally. that this is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. I agree. Oh, did I lose you? Oh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Okay, just
Okay.
checking.
I was talking that whole time. Could you hear me?
A little bit. A little bit.
Oh,
I,
okay,
I
that was
can hear
weird.
you now. I can hear you now. So yeah.
Oh, cool. So I hope they go on Disney Plus because I'm still trying to finish the rewatch of
Oh
The Punisher.
gosh. Yeah, I don't know. That would be weird. They haven't decided. Disney doesn't really know how they're going to do mature content either. So it's like I
I
don't think there's anything on there. I don't even think the first Deadpool movie's on there. And if it is, it's probably on Stars, but it's like on the
well that
UK Disney Plus. I'll have to check that, but I don't think there's any mature content on Disney Plus.
they'll
I
probably do. I mean, they'll probably do
so
what Funimation did. Funimation has a mature filter lock. You know that you
hmm,
control account settings. And we
maybe
know
they
that.
should just do that. Yeah,
Yeah, and Kevin Foggy, if that's how you say his name correctly, he
yeah,
says they're holding
Feige.
no
Yeah,
Foggy. Yeah, they're holding no punches with Moon Knight. He said it's going to be brutal, and we know that um the multiverse mess might be actually rated R. Blade will be rated R. Deadpool 3, which will be in the MCU, is also going to be rated R. So I mean,
hmm,
I think they have an idea.
I hope so.
Well,
These corporations drive me nuts, but yeah.
I mean, sure, but I mean, if you look at just Rogue One, for example, or even The Mandalorian, they've made mature and dark content, and they make it well. Like Rogue One was dark; it wasn't bright or heartwarming. I mean, everyone fucking died.
No,
Yeah, and
yeah,
then Mandalorian episode 1, a guy got cut in half by a door. So, I mean, I think it's gonna be fine. Oh,
yeah. Well,
oh, there
you
it
have
is.
you have
There's the
you have
test.
more faith. You have
There's
more
the
faith
test.
in
Oh
Disney
well.
lately. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
First trailer comes out, already gonna hate it. How do you know? I already know. You gotta
I
hate it because you
just
say you hate it.
the way things are going, it's just a mess with a lot of entertainment. But I tried. I'm gonna be giving Moon Knight a chance. Surprisingly, I may even go and watch on HBO Max. I may even try Peacemaker.
Dude,
So
you're
yeah.
missing out. Peacemaker is a phenomenal fucking show. Like, you are beyond missing out. It is probably one of the best, like, hero TV shows I have seen. It is so funny. The fight scenes and the writing are so well done. James Gunn just knocked this out of the park, and it is blown up on HBO Max right now.
Hmm.
Like, you need to watch it. You are I promise you, you are truly like depriving you of something really good.
Yep.
Peacemaker just finished the season finale. Phenomenal. 110%. I'm so psyched for
Hmm.
no, not season finale. I think they have one more episode. Yeah, they got one more episode coming out. And it
Hmm.
is it is so crazy, dude. I'd watch it.
Yeah, I heard it. It can be so crazy that it's funny. So
Yeah, it's like they made a side character from not a side character, but kind of a an kind of like an anti like almost like an anti-hero where he kind of becomes the bad guy at the end because he has
hmm,
to. Like they took that character that you didn't think would have a lot and they gave him so much depth and so much volume. It's well done.
yes, but you pretty much love everything DC's done recently, and you know how I feel.
Well, not everything. There's like like
Oh well, yeah, that's true. Not everything, but a lot of things.
Not
So,
the Josh's League, that piece of shit.
yeah.
Fuck Josh Whedon. Just say it now. Fuck him. Like I wasn't the biggest fan of Suicide Squad, the first one, because it was a fun movie, but it wasn't a
Yeah,
good one.
I
But
have
we
problems
know,
with that movie.
but later on, we found out the ex-president was, destroy like messing up everything. 'Cause he was trying to rush to compete with Marvel, and this new president, like I don't know if you saw the new Black Adam trailer, but Black
No, I
Adam
haven't.
looks, dude,
I
Black
haven't.
Adam looks fucking like a masterpiece. Dr. Fate looks great. All the people in it look fantastic. The new director that we've had for the DCEU is doing a phenomenal job after that jackass. I have so many words. So many words. Imagine being fired because your daughter committed suicide and you couldn't work anymore, and the person just fires you, hires someone else, and then completely ruins your fucking movie.
Oh, I know.
Like,
I
what a
know. But all these, well, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I, I'm waiting for DC to wow me again. I'm gonna try the Batman movies. So, and
that
speaking
looks
of the
so good.
movie,
Oh,
it
that
has it
looks.
has potential for sure. It has potential.
You say that I love everything, but you like hate everything.
Not
So
everything, just
you,
most things. They they
and-
they have to wow me. When they wow me, then I get excited. Let's see. I don't.
from like today to like when you grow old and have grandkids, you're gonna be like grand grandson, granddaughter. From when I was 20 something to now, I've only liked four things that have come out. Be like me. Don't like
They
anything.
they haven't been good. I mean, like I didn't enjoy Birds of Prey, but we had talked about this before. I didn't. Crit had shown me the Batman versus Superman. I found the first hour of that boring.
You see,
I
you're
just that
crazy.
was the extending cut. I wasn't. I didn't like the way Lex Luthor was portrayed. I haven't been too
It was a
happy with
pre-Lex,
DC and
though.
Disney and a lot of stuff.
I know, but it was a pre-Lex. Like people who
That's
like
what you keep
comics.
saying, but
But
I
that's
just.
like you read comics. That's how Lex was before
Uh,
he like lost his hair. That's like that's
I
like
just
going. That's like going. Batman is too edgy when he's first Batman. He shouldn't be that brutal. He's always that brutal when he's like this the first few years. He's an angry fucking person. Like
uh,
that is pre-Lex. Like, and no one gets that, which like is so upsetting. It's like it's just you go. It's like you go comic accurate people bitch. You go comic accurate people bitch. It's just like no
I
one's.
DC and Disney at times just make me roll my eyes. I mean, I I'm actually worried about where live action shows are now going for Disney. I am. I'm gonna, if they mess up Kenobi, mm,
Okay, yeah, they
they're
can't
in
mess that
big
one up.
trouble. They
They
can't.
can't,
They have to stick to the canon. I was
but
talking about this earlier on another stream,
well,
but yeah, they
they,
can't mess this up.
they said it's a
Mm,
limited series, so it's of course going to be
yeah.
like one season. But they've only messed up on Boba. Like that's the only live action
Yes. God,
series they've
Boba's
messed up on.
such a
So I
mess.
don't know why you're nervous. I mean, it's like they have this
Oh,
whole history of successful films. No matter how you look at it, everything they've done has been successful. They dropped the
I
ball on Boba, and you're like,
no.
I'm worried. I'm worried, but not proof.
Yeah,
But I'm
of
worried.
course. Pixar is usually the only thing I don't worry about when it comes to Disney lately with their live action films, with their other bullshit. I just they drive me crazy.
I think you just lost your like
Nope.
openness and
Yeah.
joy because I think
It's easy to do with these corporations, especially when you see fan projects doing stuff better and understanding the source material better than these massive corporations that have billions of dollars.
well, I mean, Zack Snyder, is like a huge comic book nerd and plays brilliant homage to like comic book movies. So, I mean,
He
I
does,
want
but
to link him into that at all.
I didn't like the thing I was happy about with the new Suicide Squad is that it wasn't actually woke at all. That was a blessing in disguise. It really was.
Was
It was
BBS
just
woke?
it was a blessing that it wasn't woke. So that's what I will
Well,
always say
what do
about
you
it.
think? So you maybe had, and I'm like, maybe you've had one movie that's been woke from DC, Birds of Prey.
Mm,
But
Birds
what
of
else is woke?
Prey,
Don't
Wonder
you say
Woman
Wonder Woman? Oh,
1984.
come
Yeah. Yeah, of
on.
course it is.
Come
Of
on,
course.
dude.
It
Come
is.
on.
That whole movie was about this situation where men are just being beaten up by women, and all these men, like the police officers, were like, oh well, you can't strive to be this. Fuck that movie. I'm sorry,
I
but
don't.
I know some people like that
You have a
movie, but I hate that
female
film.
hero, and she beats up guys, and
I
you're like,
can't
whoa,
I
whoa, whoa,
can't
whoa,
I
whoa.
can't deal with that movie. It's
It was
DC
more story driven than it was
lately has
action
just been
driven.
embarrassing. But as I
Okay,
said, the
Was Wonder Woman
suicide.
the first movie woke when she would beat up a whole bunch of Nazis who were men? Was that woke?
No, but that was the first Wonder Woman film was actually quite enjoyable to me compared to the 1984 one. And I know
It
people
was
like it, and that's
so
fine, but
good.
I don't. I don't
I know,
like
but
it.
it wasn't woke. That was not a woke movie. I don't know what you saw
Sure.
this way. Birds of
Whatever
Prey was
you
more
say.
woke. Birds of Prey was
Yes,
more woke
Birds of
than that.
Prey. Birds of Prey was more woke. Oh, right. The cop thing was in Birds of Prey. That's right. The
Yeah, like I was like,
the
what are you
the
talking about?
1984 one was
It was not woke.
but there was a situation where it was like all these men were stupid and all they're all going after the women, and the way they portrayed Cheetah in that movie was terrible.
What? She was
Yeah, she
fine.
was awful.
All right,
Awful.
I can't. I just. But you know what? You have a record of just hating everything. So I mean, like,
I
what?
I
What
have a
surprised?
right. Yeah, I know what I like and I know what I don't like. So just when these movies actually make me happy again, then it's fine. I'm gonna give Batman a chance. I thought the new Suicide Squad was okay, but I haven't been happy with DC Warner Brothers. I was happy with Pennyworth. I thought Pennyworth was a quality show for
I haven't
overall.
even seen that. Is that
Yes,
actually even out?
yes, you can find that on what is it? Epics. Epics? Yeah,
I don't.
yeah, you
I
can
you
find
know
that
what?
on Epics.
I can't afford all these streaming things
And I
anymore. It's
think
now
it's I
becoming.
think it's on HBO Max. Maybe
I
it's
hope
not, but it
so
should be. Yeah, I know.
because
No,
streaming
the
is becoming expensive,
we
like cable.
streaming services are nuts. I talked about this before. They're crazy.
Oh yeah,
But
like
I
Hulu has so many
You got
packages.
Hulu, and then like Hulu used to be free.
Yeah, but now
So
it's like so many
yes, and then
packages you have to get stuff. It's all in
right.
pieces.
Yeah, so why don't they just do it like this Tubi thing where they're putting limited ads and then you can watch all these old shows and so on.
Well, you know what upsets me
No.
is like Hulu
Mm,
is like you can add stars and epics, but it costs more money. It costs more money, and then also all the Spider-Man movies are bundled with our live TV, and our live TV costs an extra $60. And it's like you motherfuckers, you guys are making this like cable again. This is like
it's
what
a
the escape
mess.
from
It's
cable.
it's a giant mess for sure.
It is, yeah.
It just is.
But I'm tell you what though, Black Adam. God, I feel so nasally right now. I don't know why. Um,
uh,
Black Adam looks so fucking good. Like The Rock is gonna fucking dominate this. This has been like he was casted for Black Adam like almost 10 years ago. Almost, almost. Like, can you imagine getting a job and they're like, "We'll get back to you," and then like almost 10 years later, it's like it's your time, and it's like, what? Oh shit, okay, like, and
yeah.
he's like, dude, I saw that trailer. Just like Doctor Fate looks so good. Atom Smasher looks so good. What Cyclone looks so good. Like there's just, and then he looks fantastic. And even though they said it's rated PG-13, and I got a little nervous at first, but when I saw him in the very first trailer pick someone up and electrify them into bones and dust, I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? It's gonna be fine. They're gonna do this just fine, even at a PG-13. They can still make him extremely menacing, and they just showed it. He just fucking disintegrated someone in front of us, and we saw the whole. Like it didn't show the shadows of it. It
Right.
didn't show like the aftermath. It showed him going from alive to dust, and that was so fucking cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I just if if I get more shows like Arcane, I'll be happier. Where
Oh
I
yeah,
actually care about the characters, where there's actual sacrifice, I'll be a lot happier. And so I just right
Peacemaker will give you that.
there has been some entertainment, as negative as I can be about stuff because I know what I love and I know what I don't like too much. But from I've seen Licorice Pizza. I like that. That was an interesting story. I've seen Nightmare Alley, which is based on a reboot to an extent, but it was actually a quality reboot. Gosh, what else? Spider Man, of course. I love Spider Man.
Oh yeah, I'm so
Um,
psyched for whatever they have planned.
so
Especially
Sony
if they
and
introduce the new Hawkeye with him, her chemistry and his with like Elena would be just fucking gold. Gold fucking entertainment.
no, I'm gonna give Moon Knight a chance. I just hope that Disney Plus is going to definitely follow a lot of the source material. And one of my friends who's read a lot of the source material, he said when you watch that trailer, it looks like they are following it pretty well, and
Yeah.
so that's important. because
Oh
these
yeah.
these companies are like, we're gonna do whatever we want. It's like the source material's right here for you, you jackasses. Yeah,
Well, they
it's
take
really
influence.
frustrating.
Well, I mean, yeah, as long as they take influence from it. The thing is like, and this is what I hate about some people. Some people want them just to mimic the exact comic book to the exact detail and just like bit for bit.
No,
And it's
no,
like,
I don't think that. I want to
yeah,
see if we're going to get something awesome and Disney actually is going to find some balls again with stuff, then I want to see stuff that Netflix did with like Daredevil.
Punisher.
I want to see stuff like that where they're
Well,
going to push the boundaries. And I
I
don't
think they
know,
are,
Disney, there was an article that came out recently. They're like, we don't know how to handle mature content. They basically said it. It's like, figure it out.
but
You
they
know,
okay.
yeah.
I think that article is bullshit because they already showed they did. Again,
Well, that was
again,
Disney saying it, so it's just
is
it
that a
wasn't.
confirmed source or is that like
Yeah,
another fake
yeah,
news
no, it was a
article?
confirmed source. It was Screen
See,
Rant or whatever. Yeah, it was a
okay,
confirmed
I
source.
don't Screen Rant. They always have bullshit shit coming out.
Well,
Um,
a lot of these magazines do. So yeah,
but I mean, dude, Rogue One was a very mature Star Wars film. Like a lot of people died brutally in that film, and the story in the darkness, Vader cutting people down the way he did was not kid friendly. Like Rogue One in itself showed they know how to handle mature content. So like I just completely disagree with that comment. Now they need to maybe figure out what to do with their streaming services. And they'll again just add in a mature filter that parents can lock or unlock, with a password.
right.
But I mean, they confirmed a while back that the Multiverse of Madness most likely could be rated R. We know that Deadpool 3 is confirmed to be rated R. And now Moon Knight and then Blade.
It better be rated R.
Yeah,
Every Deadpool movie needs to be rated R.
Ryan Reynolds would
Disney
not have
tries
gone.
this, right? Yeah, they try this nonsense where they're like, oh, we'll make it PG. No, stop it.
Yeah, well,
Don't do that ever.
Ryan Reynolds would have never, and then they would have had to make their own Deadpool. The thing is and here's how I feel about Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. I love his Deadpool. Don't get me wrong,
Yeah, it's great.
but
It's great.
I'll be honest with you. Vigilante from Peacemaker is how he should have been. Like
Really?
it's just
Okay. I
the
don't think
first.
I've looked into that.
He is like my favorite
You'll
character.
have to
Him
send
and
me literature on it, say so I can do my homework.
like,
It's
I'll
a
just
thing
go
that's
watch
been.
Peacemaker, kiddo. But
All
Legally and Vigilante are the two best characters from that show. But I just hope this next Deadpool movie is not about love and romance. Like I just want him to be the mark with a mouth. You know, like I don't want it to be about.
right. Well, we somebody got moved, so it's just me now. Oh, we're back.
I'm back.
Welcome back. What happened? Did you lose internet for a second?
No, I hit the back button on accident like
Oh
an idiot.
no.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Um.
anyways, yeah.
Yeah, big time. But I want a movie where he's just make. I just want a Merc with the mouth movie. I don't want it to be about love or
Yeah.
family. Both movies have been about that, and it's like it's funny, and I love. Don't get me wrong, I love his movies. I've seen them I don't know how many times. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't. I want a Merc with the mouth with Weapon X.
Okay.
Like maybe he turns on Weapon X because he doesn't feel like in the end the mission was the right thing to do. That's fine.
Mm.
But just like anything that's not about love or family, like we just all I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, since we're not talking about Batman right now, I'm gonna remove this. There we go. Um. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. I don't know. I just if I get like this Batman movie, what I want out of it, I want to see Batman and Catwoman working together. I don't want this whole thing to be like one saves the other. I want them to be able to work together like we've seen in the past. I want to make sure like, oh, Batman, I can't do anything. Oh, Catwoman, I'm here to save you. Nonsense. I
Yeah.
want these characters can always work together. And so
Yep.
this Hollywood is so obsessed with doing all this swapping of this, doing this. They don't have to do this. This stuff is already built. So, I think this Batman movie can be good. I'm going to give it a shot. I know that's shocking, but I am.
They actually
Um, yeah.
have a novel that's a prequel to this. I don't know if you know that.
No, I did not.
And it actually dropped Superman and Lex Luthor's name. And
Hmm.
since this is Earth 2, we're gonna get Val Zod instead of Clark Kent. So I'm really excited to see. Like I said, like I've told you before, I love Earth 2 DC comics.
Hmm.
So I'm really excited to see this Earth 2 play out.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's what we got? A few more months till it comes out. Yeah.
No. It comes out next month.
Does it? Oh yeah, next month. Right. So it's not. It'll be here soon. Dun 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 dun.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited. I'm glad that they're actually doing a detective work this time because what the movies have lost, in my opinion, and they hit the hints at it and they do a little bit. All the movies have done a little bit, but his
Hmm.
detective side does not give the credit that it's deserved. That's what he's supposed to be more than anything besides being a superhero. Is he's a detective. And this movie is going to be like a very much detective film, which has been told.
Hmm.
Um,
Right.
and so I'm very intrigued. You know what I'm also happy about with these two last Alfreds, this new one and then the last one. Alfred is not just some butler. He's ex special forces from England.
He
Like
always been. Yeah.
and an engineer. Like he like uh, um Mr. Irons who did
Yeah.
Alfred
No.
and
His
Zack
his
Snyder.
Alfred is.
Perfect.
Yeah. It's
He was
it's
perfect.
it's fine. Alfred
Watching
was
him.
was good. Alfred's been good in just about every film. Even you can go
Uh,
back to Batman Returns and whatever. All the same Alfred who was in Batman and Robin. Like, if there's one thing to look at, Alfred has just always been good in the
I mean,
animated shows. Pennyworth. If you watch the young Pennyworth, you'll find out more about Alfred. It's pretty cool.
yeah, I mean, I, I'm actually gonna have to sadly disagree with you on that one. Even though I love the actors themselves and how they portrayed them, they weren't really Alfred. Like they were just this butler who was like emotional support cushion. You know, let's go to Christian Bale's Batman's, which I love those movies, but I hate his Batman. Slow fighter, awful voice.
Yes, I know. I know how you feel.
Um, his Alfred was just like this motivational butler, and that was it. You don't see his Alfred working on anything or being how tough he actually is. Like, for example, Alfred is the only person Batman does not have a no killing rule with. Don't It's never discussed why if he doesn't talk to Alfred about it, but tough Alfred is a tough mother, a tough bastard.
Mhm.
And like we saw that in with Zack Snyder's Alfred, he was tough. He was like working with Batman, controlling the zones, watching him work on Batman's
Right.
armors. And
Yeah.
now with this new one, this looks like a battle worn Alfred. And at least past this last time and this current one, I think they're really nailing Alfred's true character.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie. Welcome, dude.
Oh,
How's it
welcome,
going?
Charlie. Glad to have
Yeah,
you.
we're just getting in heated discussion about DC, Disney,
Oh yeah, like we always
but
do.
at the but we've gotten into heated discussions before about stuff, so we
Yeah,
try to show respect to each other without cursing each other out.
pretty much.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, I've always liked like Alfred's portrayal of the character. It's never, and if you want to learn more about him, definitely I would recommend watching Pennyworth if you can get a hold of Epix. I don't know if that's on HBO Max. I don't think it would be since it's on Epix, but if you can find a way to watch that, I think you'd like Pennyworth a lot. Pennyworth
Okay,
does have a
cool.
bit of, I would say it does have a little bit of pandering, and there is some stuff at the end of the season that that is a little weird, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. But you learn Alfred's is just a badass in
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm
He's just a
saying.
badass in the show. You're like, geez, that guy
Yeah,
will. He doesn't mess around. It's not like this
no.
Boba Fett nonsense, passive garbage kind of stuff. This is
Oh,
uh,
right.
he will crack heads. I mean, this show gets very violent.
And that was like my point is like
There is
besides
definitely
Jeremy,
sacrifice, and yep. Hmm.
yeah, like Jeremy Irons and this new Alfred are the only two Alfreds in live action history that have shown like that side of Alfred. Like he's just not a butler who's an emotional support cushion, Like,
Hmm.
and so like I am so psyched to see this new Alfred with Andy. Um and then I'm excited for the Flash movie and I'm excited for the Black Adam movie. Like the Flash movie looks so good. And it's really interesting because in Michael Keaton's world, it's Supergirl instead of Superman, which is in some of the different multiverse. That's how it is too, in
Hmm.
the comic books. So I'm really
Yeah.
excited to see this Supergirl, and then there's two Flashes. So I'm really intrigued to see how there are two Flashes and what does that entirely mean too.
Yep.
That is all very good.
Yep.
Um,
And Phil McCracken is here to let me know that justice for Star Trek. Yes. Now it's for just Star Trek, not Star Trek 5, Phil. You and your love for Star Trek 5. Phil goes in all different channels and lets us know about justice for Star Trek
What's
5.
I'm not a
That's pretty
Trekkie,
funny.
so what's Justice
No.
for Star Trek?
It's Star Trek 5 is such a mess, but Phil McCracken loves it. He likes to also say that I love that movie too, which is not true.
Oh no.
Um, yeah, we'll just see what other stuff. If we get more things like I don't know. What was some other stuff? Well, Spider-Man I've mentioned, and of course, I recommend seeing Nightmare Alley. I recommend seeing
Oh yeah,
Licorice
yeah,
Pizza
yeah.
if you like that love story drama. Yes, Justice for Star Trek 5. How you doing tonight, Phil? We're doing a late night stream. Usually, I don't think the streams will be this late, but it just
Oh yeah,
happened
not
that
not
way.
normally, just on rare occasions.
I just the thing is when I think of stuff like DC, that makes me excited. I think of the first Wonder Woman film. I like that movie a
So
lot.
good.
So I like
Glad to
Patty
hear you're live.
Jenkins' vision with that. And yes, we're glad you're alive, Phil. Um, so if I get something like the first Wonder Woman film, then I'll be like, yes. If
Okay.
DC can bring that to me again, then that's fine. If I can get something like that in this new Batman film, then I'll be happy.
What
I'll be a
about
lot
Aquaman?
happier. I only thought Aquaman was pretty good. The explosions, I didn't think it was a bad film. I
I thought it was
just
great.
I thought the explosions took me out of that movie. It's like, oh, it's time for another explosion again. It was just the timing
Oh,
of
it's
it
so
was weird. Yeah, yeah.
fun. A submarine, missiles, a guy can
I
shoot
just,
massive laser beams that can hurt Aquaman out of his eyes.
I
Uh,
just,
but it was an
yeah,
action-packed,
yeah,
fun-ass film.
yeah. It didn't. It was pretty good. My brother and I watched it one night on, what was it? It was on cable. Yeah. Yeah, it
Yeah,
was pretty good. I just the last DC film. Yeah, I know Michael Keaton's going to return to Batman
I'm
for that
excited.
Batgirl film.
Yeah,
Whenever it
that
is, but
too.
yeah.
I'm also really excited. I mean, I'm really upset that Ben Affleck is retiring as Batman. But after everything with Josh Whedon, it'd be hard to, like he said that
It's
like
yeah,
Zack Snyder's Justice League and the Flash movie were the only two times he enjoyed being Batman because of just how ridiculous things were. But I'm really sad to see him go. But rumor has it that Ezra has stated some things that means he might come back. I don't know.
mhm,
I'm holding on because he stated Ezra has already confirmed that this movie is not erasing Zack Snyder's world because
mhm.
that's where he's from. So that wouldn't make sense. So I'm hoping Zach will come back. Not Zach. Well, Zach and Ben. I hope they both come back. But I'm really excited to see what this is gonna do for the multiverse for them.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see how the Batman film goes, and then we'll go from there. I want these companies to succeed, but it's just I just want their direction to change again. They used to do so many great things. I mean, there's
Yeah,
from the animated series to the Justice League show. There's a lot of great stuff they can do, but they just this whole thing about this checkbox entertainment is just annoying.
yeah, I
It's
agree. I
got to
agree with that.
stop. You know,
You
if
know what?
you're making a character and you wanted a certain race or whatever, like it's got to mean something. Don't just throw it in there just because, oh, a bunch of people on Twitter are upset about this, so we have to do this. It's silly.
You know what's kind of pissing me off right now?
Hmm. What's that?
It's about Batgirl. People are pissing me off because first of all, before I make my comment here, a lot of times it's not the companies that make these announcements and the way that they're announced in articles. It's people who write the articles and people only read the headlines.
Oh
So
yeah,
right
I know.
now,
I know.
yeah, right now a lot of people are upset that a trans actress has been put into Batgirl just for her being an actress.
I just
And
I
people
don't. Yeah.
people think that Batgirl, the trans actress, is playing Batgirl when she's not. She's playing an actual canic trans character in the comics and the movie, and everyone's already saying the movie's ruined because they're doing that. And it's just like,
Yeah.
so that ruins. See, and that's like my point. Like I've made with you
Yeah.
before.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they put an LGBT character, no matter if they're a side character, a background
Mm-hmm.
character, or a main character, people will all automatically get up in arms and say it's woke, it's bad, it's she's a
It's just like
fucking side
what
character.
happened with like Supergirl. You know, they bring in these characters,
That's
these
CW though.
LGBT, yeah, but it just gives people a bad taste in their mouth and saying, look, we don't care that you're trans or gay or whatever. Do you
Apparently they
add to
do
the
though.
story? Do you add to the
Yeah, but it's
story?
the
But
it's the it's
the
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 art.
problem is,
It's the
with the
reporters.
writing, yeah, but it's an issue because they they sit there and they make these characters victims all the time instead of being strong like they used to be. We've seen, and this whole thing about like we haven't seen diversity before or whatever, we've seen it before, and we've seen strong females and we've seen strong
Yeah,
males, and we can see that again. But
I
this
know.
whole
I
thing
agree.
about them like tearing down these characters, that's where people get upset.
I know, but these
Yeah.
people are getting upset because they hired a trans actress, and most of them, as I read the comments, most of them don't even read the fucking article. They think that
Oh
the
no, I know,
actress
I
like
know.
casted as Batgirl.
I know people can be ignorant about stuff.
But
I know,
all I'm saying
but
is, no
yeah.
matter what, just
Hmm.
like in Rise of Skywalker, they had two back characters kiss in the background celebrating, and people got up in
I
arms about that.
I
It
just
was
felt that was out of place, but that's just me.
oh
So
fucking Christ! But everyone hugging and all that shit is
I'm
fine.
not
But
going to
oh
go
no,
on some rant about it, but I just felt it was out of place. But don't get me started on Rise of Skywalker.
I mean, I don't
We're
need to
gonna
because
get
I
into
think
it.
it's
We're gonna
great.
get into another argument again. Say,
You can call Rise
but
of
we.
Skywalker a bad film, and I'm gonna call Return of the Jedi a bad film.
I know. There's a lot of things I like about Return of the Jedi. I do not like the Ewoks, but that's just me.
I don't like
So
the Ewoks. I don't like how Luke has a brand new lightsaber and it's not even discussed about, or how the fact and only in like 3 years of training he's able to take on Vader. I could say many things, but people will always back that up and then always, come after the sequels with the same logic. So it's what it is.
yeah, so Phil McCracken was like, Ezra can pull an eye turner on a woman, and WB doesn't even fire him, yet they fired Johnny Depp. I mean, that shouldn't have happened. Johnny Depp shouldn't have been fired from Fantastic Beasts. That whole situation is just crazy with Amber Heard. I'm not going to go
Oh yeah,
into all that
that is just sad.
politics, but it's ridiculous. However people feel about their relationship, it's just like don't think that he's more toxic than her. I don't know. It's such
Okay,
a
hold
mess.
on,
This
but he's not.
stuff.
I'm sorry.
It's just they obviously had a bad relationship, but I
Yeah,
don't
but
feel
Amber has a history of abusing her
she
her partner
does.
like
She
Johnny does not.
does. I
And I
Yeah, I
promise
know. I
you,
agree with you. I agree with
and
you.
I'm gonna say this on live. If I ever came face to face with Amber, I'm gonna kick her bitch ass in the face.
Yes,
That's
Saya can be very
on
violent, guys.
on
If
site.
she has
That
to
will be
be,
on site.
she will scratch a bitch. She has
Oh,
to.
dude, I'll scratch a bitch. I'll fucking elbow slam the bitch.
Oh man,
But
this man
but
has been something else.
right. I also,
Uh,
Charlie, I agree with you. I really hope Jeffrey Dean Morgan gets to play
oh,
Thomas
that'd be
again.
cool.
I
Oh,
would cry.
he was such a great comedian in Watchmen. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah. I will
Mhm.
say, the one thing I don't know if it's Michael Keaton's fault or if it's the or whoever it may have been, but Michael Keaton stole that role from Jeffrey Morgan. Like he was set to be Batman in that, and out of nowhere came
Hmm.
Michael Keaton, and he just got. He's talked about it. Like that was supposed to be his. He was supposed to be Batman in that, and
Right.
I think it's a shame that we're not getting his Batman. I mean, I'm a lot excited about Michael Keaton. Don't even get me wrong. I'm super psyched, but
If you want to see Jeffrey Dean Morgan, watch the background of Negan. That
oh
episode was
yeah,
I have not paid much attention to Walking Dead much, but my brother was like, "You got to watch this episode,"
oh yeah, I
and
love Negan.
the Negan character is great.
Yep.
That background episode where all this stuff happened to him, and he actually had
Plus,
you his real life wife was in that episode. That was cool.
oh, that's so cool. Plus,
If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend watching it. Even if you haven't watched Walking Dead in so long, I
yeah.
definitely find that episode. Mhm.
Plus, he's just hot as shit, so it works out no matter what. I'm gonna reserve the title. Silco still has the title of Danger Daddy, but Negan gets it too. Both of them are Danger Daddies.
Uh,
Dangerous shit. Okay.
yeah, it's
um. Okay.
yeah, yeah. It's something. We'll yeah. He's quite an actor. That's all I can say. And
Oh,
his
absolutely.
Negan is really good. So yeah, I would check that out. Um, yeah, but I don't know. They'll still, even however I feel about entertainment, how I feel about the industries, how I feel about the terrible direction that they're going in a lot of ways. There's still quality entertainment coming out for movies, and I would tell people, uh, go to the movie theaters. There's still
Oh yeah.
films to see. There's
Oh
still
yeah.
stuff that you can find, and you can find stuff that's not some stupid agenda or whatever. You can find stuff that you actually can still enjoy.
Yep.
Um,
Just be safe out there. Don't get sick.
it's definitely out there. There's still the dramas out there. There's still stuff like Spider-Man out there,
House of
and which
Gucci
is
was so
Spider-Man is
good.
great. Spider-Man was great. I could talk
Oh,
about
I was
Spider-Man all day.
amazing.
William Defoe's portrayal as the Goblin just always just so
I heard.
awesome. He
I
just
heard we might
steals
get more
the show.
Goblin.
Just steals the show.
Oh yeah, I heard we might get more Goblin. By the way, I heard it's
And
possible.
seeing Tom Holland have blood on his face and how broken he was in that movie, it was like, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, I feel like he's been like that in almost all the movies, but I do agree.
I'll have to go
He was
back and watch some of
truly
that.
broken. He was truly broken in that film and made like some serious sacrifices. Um what was I gonna say? One thing, House of Gucci. That's a great film.
It was a good film. I thought Adam Driver was probably the best in it. I didn't love
Oh,
Lady
absolutely.
Gaga as much, but I thought she did a good job. I thought it's based on a true story. I thought it was a good movie.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I had some mixed feelings with it, and it's not like bad
mhm,
feelings. I felt like it
yeah.
dragged,
Yeah,
but
it
I
did.
felt like
And
it
like in the
had
middle,
to.
it started dragging a little bit where Adam Driver's character, I can't remember what the name was, he started having a relationship with that other woman who wasn't,
Yeah,
yeah, I thought at that point it dragged a little bit, but then it picked up again.
but
I thought it was a good movie, and I was happy for
yeah.
Ridley Scott because the last duel got just trashed. So people
Well,
just wouldn't
I still need
see
to
it.
watch that.
And
Um,
people wouldn't see it, and it just it was one of those films. It just they'd rather see other stuff.
but
They didn't see that.
but
I would. Mhm.
I will say really Scott's attitude towards why I just
Yes,
think
I
they're doing
know.
some
It
good
was weird, but
advertising.
this
He
is
was
what
not
these
really good.
people do, though. Like they start attacking the fans when the fans aren't even attacking them. It's just like, oh well, this is the reason. You don't know that. Just like Scorsese feels that. Well, these are theme park movies. These Marvel films.
That's
It's
so
like, are you
stupid.
jealous?
That's
Are you
so fucking
jealous of this?
stupid.
But
Yeah, what a
some
stupid fucking
some
comment.
people latch on to that, and
Stupid
I
fucking
don't.
comment.
I think it's ridiculous personally, and
You
I've
know what?
liked a lot of his films, a lot of his movies, but
Yeah, you know
yeah,
what? I'm sick of tired of seeing romance comedies and spy
yeah.
movies. You know what? I like my fucking
I would
superhero
like
movies.
to see an actual good romance comedy again. I'd actually like to see a good comedy again. That's what I
Right?
would
Like
like to see.
For
Yes,
Casey,
something.
it just
Give
is
me something like
old.
Knocked Up or I Love You Man or some of these
Yeah,
comedies that were raunchy and funny, and they had stereotypes in them, and they were funny, and it was a good script, and it made sense. It's like
you know
they're
what's a good
so
comedy?
afraid because of Twitter that if they do
Yeah,
this, these people are going to attack them. It's so ridiculous. So we don't get quality comedy. It's when we do, it's just a mess. So
you know what's a
yeah.
good comedy?
Hmm.
The two movies I always keep rewatching are Grown Ups 1 and 2. Those are
I
just
can't.
hilarious comedies.
I don't like grown-ups.
Oh, come on. You
I
know,
don't
you're
like
not even against
grown-ups.
that.
I
I'm not
find
even against
that
that.
I just find it too stupid. I watched the first one. I just was
Well,
like, this is
it's kind of a kids comedy, but with adult humor in it. And I love Adam Sandler, so it is what it
I
is.
I would rather watch like Happy Gilmore or Billy Madison.
Oh, well, of course, those are good too, but agree to disagree. But you know what we should show them since we have like
Hmm.
9 minutes left?
Hmm.
Why don't we show them on the project that we're going to start working on with that cover picture I made?
Okay. Do you got to go in 9 minutes then? Is that
Oh,
what you're saying?
I thought we
Oh.
just do an hour. I mean,
Oh, you want to just
if you
yeah,
want to
that's
do,
fine if you want to. What like whatever. Yeah.
yeah, let's just keep it an
That's
hour.
okay. We can yeah, that's not a problem. Um yeah, we can just click the share button and we can share your
I'm on my
do you know
phone.
do you know how to oh, you're on your phone, dang it.
Let me
Uh
just send you a message again. Give me a second.
okay. Yeah, we can share. Did you do some more stuff since the cover? Oh, oh. Okay, she will be back. This there's always topics covered on here and I'm not me and Say are not afraid to get heated about pop culture. But she should be back in a second to show some stuff. She's working on a comic book, which is something that's also going to be talked about on this channel. Right? Yeah, man. All about that one man show, Charlie. How you doing, man? Oh, she's back. All right, cool.
Can't. I sent you the pictures of what I have
Oh,
so
all
far.
right. Let's see if we can
I,
show
I,
it.
I can't leave the screen apparently, like at all.
All right, let's see. Can we show this? Yeah,
Yeah,
we
on this
should be able
one.
to show this. Let's see it. All right, we're gonna try. We're gonna try to
Unless you
show
are-
this.
This is custom art. There's no way they can take this down. Like that's protected by creative freedoms.
It's too funny. Let's see. Should be able to. Yes. Here we go.
So
Bam. There we go.
there's my
Hmm.
design of my variant universe's Green Goblin.
It's pretty
Still a
cool.
work in progress, but
Yep.
I'm taking the ultimate Green Goblin,
Hmm.
where he looks like a big buff goblin with nails, not the dragon one. Just and then I'm taking aspects from Willem Dafoe's Goblin with the high tech suit as well. So I'm trying to mix it both, especially with the goggles.
Hmm.
So I'm still kind of trying to work on that a little bit. Um, and then if you want to show them the main character,
Yeah. Yeah. We'll show them the main character. So yeah, this is what Seiya's working on, and I'm honored to be helping with this. So
oh yeah,
we're gonna make something better than these studios for sure. Our characters are gonna be awesome, and who knows what this will. This is still a fanfic, though, right?
it will always be a fanfic unless
Right, right.
Marvel was like,
Mhm.
hey, we'll let you guys keep doing you, and you guys can sell this, and we'll make money. You make money, and I'm like that.
Right. Okay.
If it
Let's
shows.
see. Let me show. I have to close this real fast.
Oh, gotcha.
Let me show this one.
Yeah, next time I'll be on my laptop.
Okay.
I'm just so cozy in bed.
Here we go. Okay, there we go.
So there is my cover art of my Spider-Man variant known as the Astonishing Night Spider. And
Yep.
basically, she was Peter Parker's classmate. And when Peter Parker was taking pictures of MJ just before the spider lands on him, she accidentally bumps into him, and she
Mhm.
gets bit. and if you've noticed, if you look at her wrists, she has natural web shooters.
Yep. And yep. Yeah, and going way back, we've had Spider Woman, and we've had what was that, like '60s, even a long time ago, '70s. We've had, and so it makes sense that you know she can be a badass. She can be a badass, and Parker can be a badass, and these characters can be great. So yeah,
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Charlie. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm really excited for her. Um,
yep,
uh, like the one thing I wish oh, what was I gonna say? I don't know, but yeah, we're planning, and I don't know, but right now we need to find a time to start writing with my other friends and actually start like writing. But
cool. Yeah,
we're gonna create our own variant universe of the Spider-Man and Marvel,
yep,
and we're hoping that agreed, Phil, justice for Johnny Depp, 110%.
yep. Oh
Fuck
yeah,
Amber Heard.
yeah.
Do the world a favor and punch your nearest Amber Heard if you see her. Hey, these hands are equal E for everyone. She's proved that she's got equality hands. Well, she deserves
Uh,
equality hands.
yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, this is what me and Cash and my friend are gonna be working on, and hopefully we can give you guys some really cool, a unique universe for Marvel with a lot
Yes.
of differences because they're variants. So things will be
Mhm.
changed, things will be different. But we're hoping we can deliver a good response for you guys.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be exciting. And then on the Twitch channel, which I will post next week or something, we'll be as long as Say is available, we'll be doing art stuff on the channel where she's going to be drawing and we'll be talking about stuff. It probably won't get as heated as this conversation got, but we can still show respect for each other without
Of course.
tearing each other apart.
Plus, we're gonna be meeting in person here soon. We got to find a day to
Probably
meet.
so.
I'm in
Yeah.
Cali.
Yeah. But yeah, so a lot of excitement. I'm just when I'm more excited about new entertainment coming out, I'll let Saya know because she'll
Yeah.
be surprised. She'll be very surprised.
We'll find out.
But
I'm shocked every time he likes anything.
she is. She's very shocked.
And
Um,
when I hear him go, well, right when I hear that, I'm like, here it comes. I just don't like it, Claire. It was just woke. All right.
it's too funny. Or it just didn't have a good script, or it just wasn't a very good movie. It just depends. I get more stuff like the first Wonder Woman film. I'll be happy. If I get more stuff like Spider Man, I'll be very happy. So,
Oh yeah,
hmm
I'm excited for the future. Um,
but
also,
yeah,
and
so
you
mhm.
can see updated posts of this universe at my art pages, which is Alpine underscore Queenie art. If you want to see updates throughout time.
Cool. All right, awesome. So yeah, we will. We're just about to hit an hour, so yeah. This will be exciting to do. I've got some more projects I'm working on. I will also be I seem to have a stream schedule now. I'm on other streams, so
Of course you
talking
are.
about stuff. It's pretty crazy. But the Phantom Hooligans, there's going to be a lot of stuff on here. I'm going to be continuing. What is the game called? Oh, a plague a Plague Tale, Innocence. I've been playing that.
Ooh,
That is a really good game. So I've already done some gameplay of that on this channel. I'm going to be doing
nice.
more. So yeah,
What
be
else?
fun.
I
Yeah,
am I am working on making a web comic of my D&D
nice.
party that I'm part of.
Mm-hmm. Very
So
cool.
yeah, I'm working on that. So I don't think any of my D&D people are probably watching this right now. Um, so I'm gonna surprise them with it, but I'm gonna plan on doing a D&D
Yeah,
webby comic of our adventures.
man, that's awesome, Charlie. That's really nice of you, man.
Oh, that is awesome of you.
That's great, dude. Yeah, yeah, dude. I can't wait to get my autographed picture of uh Yeah.
Of Tim Burton or
Moff
DC?
Gideon. No, Moff Gideon.
Oh,
Well,
that's cool.
Charlie has hookups. Saya.
Oh,
He's
so
been
so
able. Well, I'll send you his channel later. He's talked to a lot of celebrities, including Ming Na Wen, and he knows some people like Sam Witwer, and uh,
oh
he's got some connections. This is also the martial arts person I told you about before.
oh fellow
So
martial artist, nice.
oh yeah.
So you're telling me when I finish film school at Full Sail next year, when I start going for a director, I should talk to Charlie.
You
Gotcha.
should talk to Charlie about stuff. He also knows a lot of the stunt people who worked on Daredevil and some of these
Oh,
other
so
shows for
cool.
Netflix. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, so cool. Charlie, I'm jealous, man. I'm jealous. Good for you.
But I guess my friend isn't available now, so I guess I'm just gonna watch the rest of Daredevil without him, which is okay.
Oh,
You know,
gotcha. I guess I'm
it's
gonna
all
go.
good.
I'm probably gonna go cook some steak
All
and
right.
watch and rewatch Vox Machina. I don't know if you guys have seen Vox Machina.
I
It
haven't
is.
seen that. Have
It is.
no,
It
I
is
haven't seen that.
about. It's about the Critical Role, Critical 20,
Yeah.
their D&D story.
Right.
But it feels
Huh.
like you've done D&D, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a
It
long time, but yeah, I've
Yeah, but
done
it
some.
feels like you're watching an actual D&D party in D&D. It
Hmm.
is so well done, so funny. It's rated R, by the way. So fucking fantastic.
Interesting.
Watch Vox Machina is
We
you know
uh
what?
we
Next step.
watched one movie I have to say, and they did a really good job. And Rodriguez worked on this was Alita: Battle Angel. I
Oh
can't
yeah,
believe how
phenomenal.
good that is. That is one of the best adaptations to source material I've seen in a long time. It's a
Agreed.
good quality film, and
Oh, agreed. But I don't
you
get
actually watch the anime, and then you
yeah.
watch the movie, and it connects so well. The scenes are almost identical. It's like this is I get more of this stuff, I'll be very happy
You know what
because that
blows me
was a
away?
good film. Good film.
How did he direct a movie like that, but then fucks up Star Wars so bad? My question for
There's
years.
so many problems with Boba Fett, and
But
if when he
we won't get
puts
into it.
his helmet, yeah, we don't need to get into it.
But
That'll go on for another hour.
you know what? I'm just gonna say it now. The next time, so not next week when we do our art one, but when we do our conversation one, let's talk about Vox Machina. You know, that gives you
Yeah.
2 weeks to watch up. Right now they have 9 episodes.
Hmm. Okay, I might
And
do that.
dude, I'm telling you, it is
Hmm.
every episode is phenomenal.
Okay.
It makes me fall in love with D&D again.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's great. Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito picture should be there. That's awesome, Charlie. That's great, man.
All
It
right,
was on
awesome.
lock. Oh wow, dude, that's great. Yeah, that's amazing, Charlie. It really is. I'll find a nice place for that dude.
Yeah, that is so nice of him to do that. That is so cool.
Very cool, man. But yeah, we had some arguments during this channel.
Of course.
I hopefully more people watch this later and be like, wow, what are those two talking about? We had some stuff about Arcane. We'll talk more about Arcane. We kind of went off on other topics, but we both like Arcane. I think it's overall a pretty cool show.
I've seen
Saya
it
likes
seven
it a bit
times.
more. She's
Yeah,
seen it 7 times, so I've seen it the whole show once. So you know.
I've seen it.
And I do like the art style. It's definitely got that Dishonored art style to it, which is
Oh,
very
it's
cool.
incredible. Incredible.
Mhm. It definitely is very cool. So, but we will call it here. And until next time, I'm Cash Money, and this is what do you want me to call you? Want me to call you Saya? I've been calling you Saya.
Just call me Dre.
Yeah,
Until
Dre,
I
yes.
honestly figure out a fucking like social media. I need help. You know what? I need
Yeah,
help creating a social media name. I just do.
yep, yep. You too,
You go,
Charlie.
Dre.
Yep, and I appreciate Charlie and Phil stopping by.
Yeah, we appreciate
Always,
it.
it's great. We'll more madness will be coming on this channel and more shenanigans for sure. But until next time, see you guys later. Bye for
See you
now.
on the flip side. Bye.